inequality word problems, okay? We're gonna solve these the same way we solved regular equation word problems, but now we have to make sure we write out our answer correctly. Okay, so first, look for your keywords. Use your marking the text strategy. Okay, underline, circle, highlight, okay, whatever that part of that you like, use it. Okay, we're gonna make sure we look for those inequality phrases that we learned yesterday, the at least, the no more than, the at most, or the no less than, okay, or the less than, greater than. We're gonna write out our inequality, we're gonna solve our inequality, but now since it's a word problem, we need to make sure we write out a phrase for the symbol with our answer. We don't want to leave our answer something like x is greater than or equal to 7 boxes. Okay, we don't want to leave it like this because when we answer a problem in real life, we don't say greater than or equal to 7. Okay, we would use a phrase like at least 7 boxes, or we could say 7 or more boxes. Okay. All right, so let's look at a couple word problems. A club has a goal to sell at least 25 plants for a fundraiser. The members sell 8 plants on Wednesday, 9 plants on Thursday. What are the possible numbers of plants the club can sell on Friday to meet their goal? Okay, so if I highlight my important parts, if I highlight what I'm looking for how many plants, okay, possible number of plants they can sell on Friday. Okay, so that's what my variable is representing. That's defining my variable. So we're going to say P is the number of plants they can sell, or sold is what they use, on Friday. Okay, so that's one key piece of information. That's my what I'm looking for. Other key pieces of information, they have a goal to sell at least 25 plants. Okay, to sell at least 25 plants is their goal. It's pretty important. And we know that on Wednesday, they sell 8. And that on Thursday, they sell 9. Okay, so if my goal is to solve this inequality, we need to take the number of plants they sold on Wednesday, which is 8, plus the number of plants they sold on Thursday, which is 9, plus the number of plants they sold on Friday, which is P, and they want it to be at least. So the smallest it can be is 25, so it needs to be greater than or equal to 25. Okay, now this is still just an addition inequality, but I only have like terms I can combine. So I'm going to combine those terms first, and 9 plus 8 gives me 17, plus P is greater than or equal to 25. My goal is to get P by itself. Okay, so 17 is positive, so I need to subtract it on both sides. Okay, again, maybe you want to draw that line down if that helps you. On the left, I'm left with P, and it's greater than or equal to, and 25 minus 17 gives me an answer of 8. Okay, so to write out my final answer, I'm not going to say P is greater than or equal to 8 plants. So what I'm going to say is at least 8 plants. Okay, or I could say 8 or more plants. Okay, either one of those answers would be acceptable. Okay, I don't have that greater than or equal to in my answer because we don't talk like that when we answer real life problems. One more. Okay, the hard drive on your computer has a capacity of 120 gigabytes. You have used 85 gigabytes. You want to save some money or some home videos on your hard drive. What are the possible sizes of your home video collection you can save? So I'm going to again start by marking up that text. I'm looking for the possible sizes of home video collection that I can save. Okay. We know we have a capacity of 120 gigs. That's the maximum it can be. Okay. And we also know we've already used 85 gigs. Okay. So my variable, I'm going to use n. is the number of gigs or gigabytes, whichever you want to use it. Okay, number of gigabytes I can save. Okay, so to find that, we're going to have the number we have available plus the 85 we've already used, and we know that the maximum that can total is 120. And if this is my maximum, that number of gigs I can use has to be less than or equal to 120. Okay, so if my goal is to get n by itself, I'm going to subtract 85 on both sides. Subtract 85 on both sides. Again, if that line down the middle helps you see that property of equality, draw it in. 85's cancel, and I get n is less than or equal to 120 minus 85 is 35. Okay, and again, this is a word problem, so I don't want to leave my answer that way. So I'm going to say at most 35 gigabytes. Okay, or I could say 35 gigabytes or less. Okay, because it can be exactly 35 because that's the maximum amount he has on his computer. I'm going to fix this 3 quick. But it can also be less than that. Okay? And that's solving addition and subtraction inequalities.